been fake. I think that's bullshit. You know me. I have never been fake. I am not a fake person.
Okay, if that's the way you feel, then I will let you have that. That is yours.
So what do you mean let me have it? Explain that.
I've certainly not said everything that I have felt.
Oh, you said a lot.
I've certainly not said everything that I've felt at times when I felt it.
No, you said a lot. You've also told people how much money that I said was in my bank account. What the is that? Somebody who's been my friend for over 10 years would go to another person, Carrie, excuse me, I'm sorry, she told it to you, and would say, oh, Deandra came back from shopping and she's so upset because I have $200 in my bank account.
What I was doing was trying to go...
What were you doing? Because that is not helpful on any level to me, because I know things about you I would never say to anyone.
I understand if she's upset out of embarrassment, I get it, but who in the world would even believe this rumor? Is this her Starbucks account?
Hey guys, it's Christina, and I am here with LeeAnne Locken from Real Housewives of Dallas. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. This
You
is
look
fun.
beautiful.
You are so sweet.
I love this. So how's everything going?
Wonderful.
Yeah?
Let me listen. Zen LeeAnne is here to stay and bang on my bowl all damn day.
I love that. So we are a few episodes into this season.
Yeah.
What's it been like watching the season back so far?
Good. I'm good. I'm golden.
You feeling good?
I'm like the golden goose that keeps laying the golden egg. I'm golden. You know what? I dedicate every week. I do personally see therapists. One for the show, one for my real life. Sadly, two different therapists. But you know what? It's keeping me so much more sane, and the meditation keeps me so calm and so centered. And I think what I've managed to do is just remove the noise.
That's nice. That's good.
All the fakakta.
Sure, yeah.
I don't need it.
So when watching things back, if people say things that you don't agree with, it doesn't really bother you as much anymore?
No, that's what the blog is for.
That's what the blog is for.
I know, my computer, my poor little computer, I'm like, let's talk about the truth now.
Right. And then you meditate, and it's all done.
And then, no, but then I get it all out in my blog, and then I'm like, you know,
yeah. You can turn it off.
Just flush and go. Yeah, and then I'm done. And then I got to go back to me because there's so much going on. I've got a dress line that I'm working on. I've got, you know, charity events that I'm still working with. I have a beautiful man that I dedicate a day every week. We have our family day that we just do each other, and sometimes more ways than one.
I was gonna say.
And I just, you know, like, no, I'm not letting, the show isn't my life, and I don't ever want to. I think when you go into it, season 1 and season 2, you don't really, you're like trying to do roller skates on a skateboard, and nobody tells you that you can't do both. Yeah. And then, you know, season 3, you're like, okay, skates off, skateboard off. Here I am. I'm grounded.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
So who is the queen of Dallas?
Oh, I do love this. Well, you know, I would leave that up to our audience. I think our audience should be the one who calls. I will say this, I have never called myself the queen, and if you were there that night, that argument was genuinely much more about Deandra expressing to our group that her presence elevated the show so that we could genuinely qualify to be a housewife, because we weren't qualified to be a housewife until she joined the cast, because she helped elevate us all. Yeah.
Let's talk.
And then the blimpie floated away.
Let's talk about Deandra, because you guys were friends for a while before this.
I sure thought we were.
You thought you were. Is it kind of sad to see how this relationship has unraveled?
You know, to be honest with you, it's sad to see that the relationship possibly was never there.
Okay.
If you go on Bravo's website, they have these LeeAnneisms, and they love to post it all the time. And it's me trying to make a joke of some very hurtful things. But, you know, I think in one of them I say, you know, do I miss the zebra? I don't know, because when I turned around, it was a goat. Was it ever a zebra? I don't know, because all I can see is the damn goat. Sure. And I think that's kind of how I feel with Deandra.
Okay.
Was there a friendship? I don't know. I think if you keep watching, I want you all to go on the journey that I went through. And I want you to, and you will, experience it with me. And I gotta tell you, if my social media doesn't blow up with people wanting to hug me, it's gonna be a miracle.
Yeah, so things are gonna blow up.
And by blow up, not even that. I think the saddest things in life are not the explosions. Explosions don't affect me. I mean, I think we all know I'm, you know, a bomb on crack. But But what bothers me is the slow melting of what you thought was there to reveal that maybe that never was. And that's the most heartbreaking thing to experience.
Sure.
And if you continue to go on this journey with us, there will be a moment when not even rich can console me.
Really?
And you will see my literal heart literally break.
Oh, that's so sad. Do you think Deandra regrets anything?
I don't think she has any regrets. No.
No.
I think Deandra's to experience regret. One has to stop focusing on oneself and potentially focus on someone else for a second. And I don't see her doing that.
Yeah, I can tell that you're getting very upset about it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm a human.
No, definitely.
And I'm authentic. And I think I'm one of those people that I don't want to have to walk around saying I'm genuine because I just live that life. And to have loved someone so completely and so deeply and been so respectful and unconditional love, and then to potentially find out that it was never, you were always trashed.
Yeah.
No, I was always trashed to other people.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, it's like going through almost like a breakup.
A divorce or a death.
Yeah.
A divorce or a death. And I have never experienced divorce. I can only associate it with death.
Sure.
So for me, yeah, it's like a slow death.
So do you ever see you both reconciling?
I think that if Deandra can do what I've done. I mean, I would hope that the audience has seen from 1 to 2 to this season growth in me. That I've watched myself, and I, along with the audience, when everybody out there was like, "She crazy," trust me, I was at home going, "You crazy! Put the drink down!"
Right.
Like, girl, I see what you see.
Right.
I'm not insane. My mother had me tested. But I think if she can watch it and do what I've done, and that is take it as a lesson in psychology, take it as a learning tool to be better, do better, know better, feel better, to grow.
Yeah.
And I pray that is her course, and I pray that she can find the ability to become a human.
Yeah. Where do you think it went wrong?
I think it went wrong when the opportunity arose to Deandra to, I mean, Andy kind of nailed it on Watch What Happens Live when it's about the star of the show. Deandra is not thrilled that the audience will tell you I lead the pack.
So it's a competition.
And she is not a good loser. And so in her mind, I much similar to Brandy's from last year, I feel like if you eliminate the lead dog, then you become the lead dog.
Sure.
The problem is no one leads the pack when you eliminate the dog who actually cares about the pack. And the reality is, I think that's my whole goal this season, was to come in and to really make us a group and really do things that pushed us to have conversations that none of us were comfortable having, because that's how we grow.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think about her becoming close with Brandy?
You know what? I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I want everyone. I would like to be friends with Brandy again. You know what? Watching Brandy give Deandra that necklace, that's that moment of Brandy where I go, I miss that little bitch. Because she does have a good heart when she lets herself. And I think what happens is it's that same insecurity that you'll see in Deandra eventually that makes them behave in a way that's just illogical. I sound Vulcan.
No.
It's illogical.
Well, it's interesting.
Live long and be vulnerable.
Right. Well, it's interesting you said before that it almost seems like a competition between you two, because we spoke to her recently, and
Oh, I was aware. Was that where she said that next year her birthday
Yes,
party was
exactly.
going to eclipse my wedding? Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you have a friend that you love dearly?
Yes, of course.
Would you ever want to eclipse her wedding?
No, that's their day.
So then that tells you, was there ever a friendship? That's the question that I have to ask the audience. Was there a friendship? Take the journey with me, and at the end of it, please let me know. Because I still have a needle and a thread, and I'm still stitching my heart back together.
Oh, so sad.
But it's okay. Listen, honey, if Deandra was the first person to hurt me, you know, maybe I'd be a puddle. But the reality is, I've lived a life of hurt. I lived a life of pain, and my goal in life is to be a survivor, to not live a life of being a victim, but to live victoriously.
Yeah.
And I want that for her, for Deandra as well. I would love for her and Brandy, I'd love for all of our cast to learn to live victoriously. You know? Be
Definitely.
bigger and better and amazing. I want that for all of us. I hinder no friendships on this show. People can say it all they want because it makes me look like a bad person, and that's great for them, but the reality is, you've never heard the words come out of my mouth this season, don't be friends with her.
Sure.
But you've heard those words repeated that
From
I've
other
said
people.
them.
Yeah.
Again, saying stuff I didn't say is lying. Let me help you with that. It's not, you know, there's lies of omission, lies of commission. That's commission all damn day.
Yes. So as of right now, who are you closest with?
I am closest with Cameron, Stephanie, Carrie. I mean, God, the dichotomy between the destruction of what I thought was and the growth and the miraculous beauty and gratitude that I feel for the relationship that I thought I would never have.
Right, 'cause
that
things
I
were-
have at this moment. And the fun that I experience with certain people that the audience is going to be like, no, you guys are what?
Yeah.
What? And it's like, I'm grateful. My heart is so grateful.
Sure. Did you think that's you and Stephanie would get to this point?
No, I didn't think Stephanie would ever give me a chance. I mean, I've come into New York and done episodes where I could tell you she thought I was a three-headed dragon, and she even says it this year for the first time. She saw me through Carrie and Brandy's eyes.
Right.
And what I love watching Stephanie do is grow and become her own human and use her own voice and her own thoughts, and I'm really proud of her. She's come a long way, and she's a beautiful woman. I think for me, she becomes more beautiful outside the more beautiful she comes on the inside. The more adult she becomes, the more beautiful she becomes. I just think Stephanie is just gorgeous to watch grow.
Definitely.
It's like that chia pet that you plant, and then as it grows, you're like, yes,
Yes,
it's growing.
it's
It's doing so good. I'm so proud of you. You are awesome.
I love that.
You know? But I mean, like, you know, you're watching it and you're not doing it. You're just watching it, and I'm like, you're doing it. I'm so proud of you.
That's
and
right.
I feel the same way with Carrie. I feel like Carrie for 2 years has really not had a voice. And this year she was like, no. And I was like,
What?
What?
What just happened?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So we also have to talk about your wedding.
Yes.
And I cannot help but just be blinded by that rock. It is stunning.
Yes,
That is
you know.
gorgeous. How are things
My,
going? I know it's $1 million question. You get it asked all the time. And do you have a date?
Bravo prefers that I don't answer
Right.
that question, even though my
I
other
know.
cast members love to destroy that for
Yes.
me. I have a date. I have a church. I actually have a pastor.
Nice.
I'm actually the church I will share is the Cathedral of Hope in Dallas. It's our LGBT church.
That's great.
And the wedding is about inclusion. The wedding is about sharing a day that is designed for love. And it is my day where I get to graduate from the fear of making a commitment and failing to the glory of making that commitment.
Yeah. Do you feel like now, because you guys have been together for a very long
Yeah.
time, so do you feel like now you're ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I have been.
Really? What
But-
do you think changed, or how did you get to that point?
Why? Like, I had to ask myself the question of, so your fear is, what if it doesn't work? Okay, LeeAnne, your attempt to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night may not work. I mean, anything can go wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is a man who, oh my God, I'd love to show you a picture. Texted me at 1 in the morning last night, and he said, I hope I don't need medical tape anytime soon, because he had spelled out in medical tape on our bathroom mirror, love you to infinity.
Oh, that's so sweet. Aw,
And I'm
you're
like,
gonna make me
why
cry.
are you wasting medical tape on that mirror?
Don't ruin the mirror. That's adorable. That's so sweet.
But
And especially
I mean,
after
this
all
is
that
what he's doing
right.
at 1 in the morning in Texas.
Yes.
You know, oh yeah, he's you know. He's such a horrible human. You know? Yeah. No, he's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met a more perfect person who, he's my protector, he's my provider, and he is my best friend.
That's great.
My best friend.
And
he makes me giggle. I mean, he makes me giggle. I mean, when we go on date night, which we go on once a week, we'll go somewhere, and we're both hard of hearing because we're not spring chicken. and like I remember last time we went on a date, the waitress, we had gone to the same restaurant the afternoon before, and we'd ordered salads. So when we went back for date night, we were there, and she goes, "What, no salads tonight?" And he looked at her, and then I said, "Yeah, I got a salad." And then she walked away, and then I could see on his face that he was really confused. And I go, "What do you think she said?" And he said, "I thought she said, what, no Cialis tonight?" And for 30 minutes I sat at the table and I was like,
so funny.
And then he was like, "I didn't know you had Cialis on the menu." And I was like, "Stop!" Like I'm like my eyelash is gonna fall off. I'm crying, laughing. You're like, and this is, you know what? We don't get to see that on the show because that's our genuine, intimate moments.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's just, God, I'm blown away every day by how much someone can love me, because I guess I have spent 50 years believing that I wasn't worth love.
You have to wait for the right one to come along.
You really do.
Yeah.
You really do.
Definitely. And is it going to be a big wedding, a small wedding? I know in the previews we see 500 to 1,000 people usually at this wedding, or 11.
Thank you, Steve Kimball.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be, everyone's invited.
Everyone?
It's inclusive.
Yeah.
The church, I think, has their own list of who's not allowed in the church. That'll be Rich's choice.
Okay.
There's more things coming up this season that you're going to need to watch. And,
yeah.
he was very affected by some of the things that she says coming up. And, I mean, she really took a stab at him.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. So he's probably now.
He was really hurt. I mean, it affected his real life friendship with Jeremy.
Okay.
And I don't think she cared.
No.
I don't think it mattered.
Yeah.
I mean,
Will all the other girls be?
Yeah,
invited?
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. 100%.
That's great.
I hold no ill will towards any of them. I don't have time for it.
Sure. Can you give us a season of when it's going to be? Winter, spring, summer, fall?
I know. You keep working on it.
I'm trying.
If I have to import my flowers, I'm happy to do so.
Okay. Dress? Did you get the dress yet?
The dress is being custom made.
Very nice.
I'm grateful. I have so many wonderful friends. I know almost every designer in the city in Dallas.
Yeah.
So I have people who are just, ready and willing and able. And you'll see actually some of them coming up later this season. And it's, I think it's going to be shocking to everyone. Like, okay, let me ask you, when you picture my dress, what do you think it looks like?
I don't know. I can see you going by both ways, very sleek and sexy, or I can see you going full ball gown.
See, so it's going to be very simple.
Yeah.
For me, the day isn't about the dress.
Yeah, it's about your commitment.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for the future with Rich?
Just that I finally grew up and was like, I can do this, and believed somebody when they told me they love me. Most excited about doing what we're already doing, growing old together, laughing together, loving our dogs together. Oh my God. I mean, doing the bone wars at the house with our kids, because we call them our kids.
Right.
Every now and then Rich will walk in the room and he's like, "Mom, have you seen the kids?" And I'm like, trying to kill rabbits, I'm sure.
Did you ever want to have children?
No.
No?
No.
It wasn't for you?
No.
Yeah.
I think watching my grandmother raise me and the complete lack of security I felt as a child, that obviously still carries over to me as an adult, I never wanted to put another living being through that. I think it's why I do so much nonprofit and I reach out so much to help other people, because I felt so unhelped and so abandoned and unwanted. And I just don't ever want, I had dinner last night with a friend who was telling me some stuff, and I was like, no, it wasn't you. I get very defensive because I don't want ever people to suffer. I know what that's like. I genuinely know what that's like. And my whole goal of being on this show is using what I've gone through to help others so that they don't suffer.
Sure. Well, you have
That's
your
the biggest important thing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you're a great mom to your fur babies.
I am a great mom to my fur babies. They love me.
That's great. I love
Carly's so cute at night. She comes over and she's like, just buries her little head in my chest. Because all day long she's like, I don't need anyone. I can climb trees. I can do anything. She's so her mother. It's so annoying too to watch it. You know, like God's like, God didn't give you kids. Okay, well, there you go. There's your karma. She's got 4 legs and a tail that doesn't stop.
Are you a fan of any other housewife series, and which one?
All of them.
All of them?
I watch them all.
Okay.
I don't watch them like you guys do. Like you guys watch them for entertainment. I'm like, that's how I should do that.
Yes. Oh. Who do you pick up tips and tricks from?
Oh, all of them.
All of them?
Oh, yeah. If you fall miraculously and rise, I'm like, no, I need to do that.
Take that.
Next time I go off on somebody, you need to go in the next room and be like, I hate when I like that.
That's amazing. If you were to be like placed in another housewife series, what would you want to be placed into?
My answer will shock you, because every one of my cast wants to go to Beverly Hills, and I love the girls in Beverly Hills. Erica and I just adore Erica. But I would go to Atlanta.
Really? How come?
I want the challenge.
Yeah.
I'm not a good bored person, and sometimes my cast bores me a little because I really am quick. I'm very, very quick, and I'm only going to rise to the challenge that you present me.
Yeah.
So if you're never presenting me with a challenge, you know, paint my nails, paint the wall, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And it becomes,
Stale.
very.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like an old weed.